Alright, hey guys, Alltime Gamer here. So this is of course my first video of 2020, and before I begin I just want to say thanks so much for your support last year. Like the sub count and stuff was just insane. We reached over 2,000 subscribers and we're almost at 3k, so thanks so much for all of you guys' support, and hopefully we can continue that this year as well. So because we're now in a new decade and I've seen a couple other YouTubers do this, I've decided to do my own, and that is a top 10 best games of the decade video. And so these are the top 10, in my opinion, top 10 best games released between 2010 and 2019. So I've got a pile of my 10 favourite games of the decade, and I've got a couple of honourable mentions over here as well. So I'm going to try and make sure this video isn't too long, but I just want to briefly go over like each game and just talk a little bit about it, but not like too long, So without further ado, these are in my opinion, top 10 favourite games of the decade, and this is going to surprise a lot of you because chances are a lot of your favourite games for the past 10 years aren't going to be here, but this is my opinion. We all have different opinions. So anyway, so starting off at number 10, I've chosen Ultra Street Fighter 2 on Nintendo Switch. Probably one of, if not my favourite version of Street Fighter 2 that I've played. This is a really solid version of Street Fighter 2. With the new updated graphics, and you can switch between like the HD graphics and the old 16-bit graphics. If you're a fan of fighting games or just Street Fighter in general, if you haven't played this, I highly recommend you do. I've beaten this game and everything. It's a really solid fighting game. Alright, next at number 9, I've chosen a game that I was super pumped for when it was first announced, and that is LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. I remember when this game was first announced, I was so fucking excited, and honestly I would say this game lived up to the hype. I got it first on launch day for the Xbox 360, and then eventually I got the 3DS, and recently I got the PS4 version, but the Xbox 61 was the one I played first. And it's a really solid game. I would say it's probably the best LEGO game in the past decade. This and LEGO Marvel Super Heroes, the first one, are the two best LEGO games of the past decade. And I especially love the old LEGO Star Wars games. LEGO Star Wars 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. So next at number 8, I've chosen Forza Horizon 2. This is obviously the inferior Xbox 360 version, but I own an Xbox One. A really solid racing game, by the way. Even though again it's better on Xbox One, still, and I haven't really played much of the first Horizon, but Forza Horizon 2, in my opinion, the best Forza game ever made, and in my opinion one of the best racing games of the last decade. Really solid game. Alright, next number 7, I've chosen, and this may surprise some of you, Watch Dogs. The original Watch Dogs. I know all the hate and stuff that this game gets, and in theory Watch Dogs 2 is the better game, but I just had so much fun with the original Watch Dogs, just fucking around and just causing just complete havoc and stuff, especially with all the hacking tools and stuff. Just a really fun game just to dick around and just blow shit up, run over people. Alright, so next at number 6, I've chosen Call of Duty World War II. In my opinion, one of the most underrated Call of Duty games of all time. I don't understand why this game gets so much hate, because it's a really solid game. It's obviously the series returned to World War II, and just Sledgehammer did a really solid job at this. I don't know why this game gets as much hate as it does, but it's because I haven't played the multiplayer, but the campaign is really solid in this. It really is. Alright, next, number 5, I've chosen Just Cause 3. Same thing with Watch Dogs. Just sticking around and shit is so much fun in this game, especially with the grappling hook as well. Oh my god, using the grappling hook in this game is so much fun, and just blowing shit up, I've only done like 3 or 4 of the story missions. I kind of just forgot about the story and just like, just went on a total rampage. My favourite Just Cause game, by the way. Alright, and then for number 4, I've chosen Call of Duty Black Ops, the original Black Ops. There's only just barely counts for the list because this game came out in 2010, so right at the beginning of the decade. But yeah, fantastic game. In my opinion, the best zombies of any Call of Duty game. And especially in multiplayer, it's a lot of fun. And the campaign was solid as well. Really amazing campaign in that. That game's a classic. And number 3, I've chosen. I absolutely love this game. Of course, I love all these games, but number 3, I've chosen Far Cry 5. Probably my favourite Far Cry game. I'm still deciding whether or not this or Instinct's Predator is my favourite, but out of the modern Far Cry games, this one's definitely my favourite. Oh my god, this was actually the first PS4 game I ever played. Like when I first got my PS4, before I even had my own copy, I borrowed my dad's. Yeah, the first PS4 game I ever played was Far Cry 5, and I absolutely loved it, man. I absolutely loved every second of it. It was just so much fun. It was just, oh my god. New Dawn was good as well, but I didn't really play much of it. Next at number 2, I've chosen Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I chose a deluxe version specifically because this is definitely the best version of Mario Kart 8. I do have the original Wii U version, but if you're going to play Mario Kart 8, play this one. Really fantastic game. I absolutely love Mario Kart. Every single Mario Kart game I own, I've beaten at least once, with the exception of Double Dash, I think. But yeah, it was amazing on the Wii U when they brought it to the Switch and added like all new features, had all the DLC on it. It was just, oh my god, I can't recommend this game enough. If you own a Switch and you don't own this game, like, what's wrong with you? This game is fucking amazing. And before we get to number 1, I just want to choose a couple. I just want to show you a couple of honourable mentions first. So yeah, honourable mentions. I'm going to give 2. Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. Sonic Mania Plus for the Switch. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new one, on the PS4. Battlefield 4 for the PS4. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for the PS4. And Sonic Generations for the Xbox 360. So those are a couple of honourable mentions I want to quickly show. Now, for my all-time favourite game of the decade, it has to go to Super Mario Maker for the Wii U, the original Super Mario Maker. I know Mario Maker 2 is out, and in theory that is the better version, but Super Mario Maker, the first one, is, the one I played the most, and I remember I wanted a Wii U specifically for this, and this game is it's just the ultimate Mario game, because you can build like whatever you want. You can have infinite Mario levels in the 4 different Mario styles: Mario Bros 1, 3, World, and New Super Mario Bros U. And even though the sequel is in theory better, I just have a lot of memories with this game. I used to post my old like levels. I don't know if some of them are still on there because I haven't played this game in a long time. But like, I used to post like levels and stuff. I used to make my own like Auto Mario levels and stuff in this game, and it's just, so many good memories. So many levels that I created as well. It's just, this really is the game to get a Wii U for. Like, honestly, this is, again, it's the sequel's on the Switch, but still the original game is still a must-have. If you still a must-have if you own a Wii U. Like, it's just amazing. Honestly, 10 out of 10. One of my all-time favorite games. So yeah, my favorite game of the decade, of the past 10 years, officially goes to the original Super Mario Maker. So with that being said, like, what are your favourite games of the past decade? You know, let me know in the comments your 10 favourite games of the past decade. And yeah, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.